Right. Trip on these. Hello, how are we guys? You good?
I would say there's an argument that's the best performance of your career, but I'm curious what your take on it is after.
Would I say it's the best performance of my career? It was definitely the most durable, the most awkward and toughest opponent I've ever faced. There's a reason why that man has held a world title. There's a reason why that man has beat many, many, many people and has not been finished in 9 years. He was very, very awkward today and did things that just normal fighters don't do. But I just beat him up for 15 minutes and it was quite easy.
You know, you said that this one's a sort of a good precursor to a potential Islam Makhachev fight. I think if we look at the grappling tonight, I think it's your frame that causes a lot of these guys problems, the height you have. But
did you say good looks?
I did not.
Oh, sorry, I thought I heard
but
that.
if you were going to say rate your performance in the grappling department tonight, how happy are you to be able to show those skills and to take them on into that Islam fight?
Perfect. It was absolutely perfect. I seen it. The vision was there. That's why in the second and third round he was getting, after that knuckle that he was complaining about as was an eye poke, I knew I was breaking him. I knew that jab was breaking him. He was looking for a way out. I felt like after that moment, he started to panic. And that's when I was like, right, he's going to go for the legs, he's going to change his plan, and he's going to start getting desperate. So I just had to switch that and be smart and go, right, I'm dominating this fight. He can't touch me. He can't catch me. I'm too quick. I'm too fast. I'm too elusive. But don't make any mistakes. Don't open myself up looking for something and give him an opportunity to have success. And he did nothing. There was nothing that he did tonight that was dangerous. I wobbled him a lot. I hit him hard, and he just kept coming.
Great pitch or great call out of Islam Makhachev after the fight. And I believe I just heard you refer to it as Khabib protege versus McGregor protege. Talk to me about that fight and, you know, with your promotion, with that backstory, how big could that fight be?
Firstly, I want to say that I have nothing but respect for Islam Makhachev. Nothing. The guy's the pound-for-pound #1 in the world and the champion of my division. However, when you come into my division and you are the only thing that stops me, that is in the way of me achieving my dreams, I'm going to make sure that I punch a hole in your head. He has to fight me next. There is nobody that has fought a deeper division, that has fought the guys from top to bottom. You'd name them. D-Rod, Magny, Jeff Neal, MVP, Shavkat, Pratchis, and now Bilal Muhammad. And I haven't even got a title shot yet. And they're going to throw some flashes in the pans out there? Not a chance. Not on my watch. Over my dead body. Islam Makhachev is the protege of Khabib. I am the protege of Conor, right? This is the new wave of Dagestan, a more technical on the feet, a more technical grappler than Khabib. I am a longer, faster, more versatile version of Conor, right? It's the perfect fight to make. He has to take me down. I have to keep it on the feet. He can choose it wherever he wants. The ball's in his court, whenever he's ready, whenever he wants. If he wants to do it in Dagestan, Russia, I will see him there. I'm not afraid of any man walking this earth, but he has to do the right thing now. He has to do the right thing. He has a duty as champion of the welterweight division to fight the best in the world. Tonight, I proved I'm the best in the world.
Last one from me. What happened with Khamzat Chimaev?
I went up to Sarukian. I congratulated him. I went up to Khamzat. I said, hey, champ, what's up? When are we going to see you back? He goes, I don't know, brother. Whenever. Smash. All right, cool. Sweet. Slaps me on the back. I'm like, all right, cool. Security guard gets in front of us. I'm like, we literally were just cool with each other. He's not going to fight me. And then that childish energy comes out. Yeah, you, brother. Boom. Tries to push me. I just turned around and went, you're meant to be a champion of this sport. You're a child. You're taking away from your friend's win over here. How about you calm down, slow down, and have a bit of respect for your friend over here rather than trying to steal the headlines? Do you want the honest truth? It's little energy. I need to show the world I'm tough. I need to show you're the champion of the world. No one needs to see you be tough. You don't need to have these anger management issues. Just be a man. Sorry. I'll get him one day.
Get over here.
They're all going to try grab a hold of my legs. Born little. I'm not going to get. Don't get me started. Sorry.
Congratulations on a great victory. Just to follow up the last question, can it be a spark for you to move up a middleweight to fight Khamzat at some point?
Right, listen, I'm going to tell you the same story I tell everyone when I think about moving up to middleweight, right? I've trained in Kilcliff, Florida. Everybody here knows Gregory Rodriguez. When I stand in front of that man, I'm like, yeah, that's not a good idea to move up to middleweight. He is absolutely massive. And he's when I look at that, I'm like, I'm 28. Maybe when I'm 34, 35, and I've grown up and I've got a bit bigger, maybe my metabolism starts to slow down, I start to hit that hard. I could move up now and I'm absolutely going to be doing the same things I do. Smart, technical, elusive, fast. I could have success. But there's a lot of people in this welterweight division that I need to beat and dominate for. I want to do this GSP style. I want to go through the division, dominate the division, beat every flash in the pan, beat every next number one contender in the world, and dominate this division. I'm 28 years of age as of Monday this week. I have a decade of domination in the sport. I have no rush to move up to middleweight, my friend.
Was there something that made you surprised during the fight?
Yes, when I hit him, he would come forward. It's a weird trait. But when you have a head that big, I guess you can do it.
And what else for me? We made an interview.
Yeah, with the Georgia fans.
Georgia, yeah.
Don't worry. I need Georgia's help.
The country of the 3.7 million people living in Georgia, more than 1 million people watched your interview, and they want to see in Georgia. So now we talked about.
I promise you. I told you at that interview. I'm coming to Georgia. I told all of you, I will come to Georgia because Georgia has phenomenal wrestling, phenomenal judo, phenomenal sambo. And when you are trying to prepare for someone like Islam Makhachev, I'm going to need that. So Georgia, I'm hollering to you guys. I'm going to need your help. So every southpaw wrestler, every guy that thinks he's going to be like Islam Makhachev, we need to find a place. I will see you there and I will call for your help. I'll get your guys' number after this and we'll make sure we sort this out, right?
Absolutely.
Networking after a win. That's what's smart. That's where the intelligence comes in here. I appreciate you guys.
So
all my love to Georgia.
Thank you so much. Congrats, James.
You do a phenomenal job as well, sir.
Thank you, sir. Before the fight, we saw you shake hands with Shavkat Rakhmonov. How did that prepare you? Did it give you some sort of an emotional burst? Did it get you ready for the fight? Did it fire you up?
No, I seen him. He smiled. We've trained together. Like, we've trained together. We fought together. We have nothing but respect for each other. I've told you before, I'm going to see him again in that octagon, and he knows it too. I have nothing but respect for that man. So I walked over to him. I said, hey, how are you doing? How's the knee? He didn't respond about that one, did he? He said, good. But yeah, now I have nothing but respect for that man, and yeah, I'll get him when he's back.
Ничего особенного, просто мы знаем друг друга, мы тренировались вместе, я говорил вам, что я ему говорил, что мы встретимся еще раз. Все это знают, и я просто при нему подошел, спросил, как дела, спросил, как колено, на это он не ответил, но в любом случае у меня, кроме уважения, к нему ничего нет.
Чуть раньше я делал подборку лучших певцов в UFC, и ты занял первое место с исполнением песни Stolen Dance. Сейчас ты попил водички, а можешь вот тоже исполнить, потому что тогда очень круто получилось.
Wish I knew what he was saying.
Oh,
I
you're
wish
about
I
to
would
know what he's saying.
Go ahead.
I did a countdown of best singers in the UFC.
And you did a great. We can bring it down the floor and never dance like this before. Listen, I should want to the X Factor, right? That's what I should do. I should go on. I'd probably earn a hell of a lot more money singing some songs in the world because I'm beautiful, I'm long, I'm tall, I'm blonde. Doesn't get better than that. Go on. So he did. I'm the best singer in the UFC.
Right.
Yeah, damn right I am. I appreciate you. You should tell me what song you want to sing next time, and I'll do that for you.
That was the question. Can you sing for us? You already did, so you already answered it.
Ian, thank you for the fight. It was amazing. And after, on the desk, you said that Kamaru and Shavkat needless. Needless, yes.
Kneeless, like
yes.
as in they have no knees.
Yes, yes.
Well, Kamaru's just had...
Could you explain us what you mean about that?
So, Kamaru Usman has just had double knee surgery, and Shavkat Rakhmonov has had 2 knee surgeries in a row. So both of them are very struggling right now, aren't they? Kamaru Usman is irrelevant. He shouldn't be mentioned in this title contention. It's ridiculous. It's Khabib's camp being smart and trying to get a has-been who has name value for for Islam to get a 17th consecutive win. That's a cop-out as a champion. If that fight cannot happen, because that is not the right thing to do. That is not the duty of the world champion. He's meant to fight the best in the world, of which that is me, Shavkat Rakhmonov. I love him. I have nothing but respect for him. But I bust his knee up pretty bad in that fight, just like I did to Belal tonight, right? He has had two knee surgeries. The first one failed. Oh, he's still checking the second one out. We won't see him for very long.
Thank you.
Back to the Georgians. Let's go. Okay, go on. I can hear you. Don't worry.
I'll just be screaming from here. No problem. No problem. We should sing a duet afterwards. Ian, congratulations on the win. Talk to us about the performance, okay? You before the fight, you mentioned that you felt like you wanted to be undeniable, that you felt the pressure that maybe to deliver not because of the opponent, but for the stakes of this fight. Do you feel like you delivered?
I can't count or can't remember how many fights Belal has had in the UFC, but I'm pretty sure it's something like 22 or 23. Nobody's done that to him. Nobody's beat him everywhere. So I showed against a former champion of this division, the #1 welterweight on the planet, and I wiped the floor of him for 15 minutes.
Anything?
What does that sound like? Sounds pretty convincing to me, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's what we will say and stuff. But I just wanted to hear your opinion and stuff. How I know that you're happy overall, but like
I have the highest expectations of myself every time I step in that octagon. Every single time. Every time I hit him, I want to see his body fall. Every time I crack him, I want to see him shake. I want to see his body go limp. Every single time. But he's got a big head, he's tough as nails, and he hasn't been finished in 9 years. So I went out there and I gave him a lot. I hit him hard. I did everything I could to put him away in that fight, and he just kept coming. So much respect to him, but I dominated that fight from start to finish, and I didn't feel like there was any moment where he got going.
And judging by the stance from the first round, I'm taking that you didn't really believe that he was planning on keeping this fight on the feet.
How many takedowns did he shoot for tonight? A lot, right? I told you he wouldn't do it. I told you, probably 13, 14, 15? 0% success rate. That's what I'm talking about.
Anything in there that you...
In one fight? That's unreal. So I defended the most shots in welterweight history in one fight. Now that's a stat. There we go.
There we go. Congratulations. With that stats setting aside.
I also set another stat tonight, right?
Tell me.
I've just tied the most wins in Irish MMA history
10
in the
Conor,
UFC.
right?
I'm tied 10. That's going to be broken pretty soon. So I'm winning fights. I'm breaking records. I'm tying records of the greatest that have ever done this sport. I'm 28 years of age. There's a long way to go. There's a long, long way to go.
So anything in there tonight that you wish you could have done but just didn't get the chance to? Maybe something that you worked on in the camp?
That teep to the face that I caught him with, I wish I got that Chandler Tony Ferguson one where he just dropped. That hurt him. That cracked him. And I knew it was coming because of those stabs to the knee. I knew that shot was going to be there. But I can only say that man's tough. That's it. He just knows how to take a punch. But yeah, that's it. I would have liked to see him unconscious.
Do you wish that fight was 5 rounds?
I think if it was 5 rounds, his corner would have had to throw the towel in. I think with what was going on there and the way he was getting beat up, it would only been fair. So I would have been telling his corner in between rounds to look after your friend. You call him a friend, you call him family, throw the towel in and look after him. Let him fight another day. Today is not the day.
And anything do you think about this fight that maybe general public would have missed?
I don't. The general public don't understand the high-level chess match of grappling and the defense and how tough it is, especially against someone like Belal and his resume and everything that he's done and the way he dominated the likes of Leon Edwards and the way he goes out there and was... Look at Jack Della Maddalena's face after his fight with Belal Muhammad. He looked like he had been beaten with a baseball bat. Like his face was out to here. Bilal's tough and he can mix his game up beautifully. He didn't have any success tonight, so... I'm just showing that I'm on a different level.
Okay, and maybe one last one from me. So we hear you sing, we hear you talk, but is there anything else about Ian Garry that we don't know yet that you would like for us to know?
I don't know, I'm a pretty capable golfer. I'm off 4 at the moment, so I need to get back after this win. Maybe I go to Brazil. Maybe I start traveling the world playing some more golf again. But you'll see me on a senior tour at some point in my life playing golf, living my dream is to buy a helicopter and just fly all over England, Ireland, and Scotland playing golf when I retire. That's my goal.
Well, I cannot really promise you much golf in Georgia, honestly, but you are still very welcome, and we'll be expecting you.
I am not coming to Georgia looking for golf. I'm coming to Georgia looking for southpaw wrestlers who can help me win a title. So don't worry, I will bring you guys a title.
Either way, you're very much welcome. Congratulations on your win, sir.
Hello, Ian. How are you? Congratulations for the victory. Why do you think that you and not Michael Morales should be the next Makhachev opponent?
Why do I think I should be the next opponent over Michael Morales? Because he's a flash in the pan. He's not done what I've done. He's not had the road that I've had. He's not fought the guys that I've had. I just beat Carlos Prates and I just beat Bilal Muhammad. Two guys that are the best in the world. Before that, I fought Shavkat. Before that, I fought MVP. Before that, I fought Jeff Neal. Before that, dude, the list goes on. There is no one who has been tested more than me. There is no one who has been through it more than me. The highs, the lows, the booing, the all, whatever it is. I'm a polarizing figure, but I am the best in the world, my friend. So you cannot count me out. Islam Makhachev is the king of this throne, the king of the division. He has to fight the best in the world. And that's Ian Machado, Garry.
And last for me, maybe in your travel to Georgia, you can be stopped again in Madrid and train back again. With
I have
Ilya
already
Topuria.
spoke to Ilya. I have already spoke to the guys at WOW. I would absolutely love to go back to Madrid, and I would love to look. Hey, when we speak about Georgia, Ilya, he can help me out a lot. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely, I'll be back in Spain soon. I don't like the cold, so I'm going to go to Brazil. I'm going to enjoy the beaches in Brazil, and then when it gets warmer, I'll be back in Spain.
Thank you.
Ian, right over here. Congratulations on your victory. And I wanted to ask you about a new signing that UFC has done in the welterweight division, Yaroslav Amosov. Do you know? Yaroslav Amosov.
You guys said Bellator, right?
Yes.
Yeah, how did that go when they came into the UFC?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that.
Come on. We're talking about the greatest combat sports industry in the world right now, the UFC. All these other Mickey Mouse organizations, they don't have shit on the UFC. No one. The greatest fighter in the world is the guy who holds the UFC belt. And if he was to fight anybody else in the world, he would absolutely ragdoll them. What welterweight? What, the welterweight champion?
Was.
Yeah, right. Let me ask you a question. Let me put you on the spot. Whoever he is, I don't mean any disrespect to this man, him versus Islam Makhachev gets smashed. I don't know who he is. Him versus me gets smashed. Him versus Carlos Prates, unconscious. Him versus Mike Morales, TKO'd. Him versus anybody in this division at the top of this sport. It is a different division. And you are talking about the greatest division in UFC history right now. There is no division that has ever been stacked with talent, depth, youth, and every single person in this division. They can do it all. They're not one-trick ponies. They can grapple, they can box, they can kick, they can wrestle. They've got cardio, they're tough as nails. We can do it all. The welterweight division right now, my friend, is the best in this sport. There is no conversation about it. So this guy, whoever he is, I feel sorry for him.
Thank you so much.
Hey Gary, Ian, congratulations on the win. Let's get back to the fight and ask. I have a question. We all know you always had an amazing takedown defense. You showed that against Shavkat and other wrestlers. But obviously, in that fight last year, the clinch situations were a tough problem for you. But in this one, we saw that you didn't almost let Bilal control you against the cage. Can you talk us about that? And I honestly noticed that your biceps got bigger. Yeah, maybe you could tell us about your.
Are you flirting with me?
No,
come
I'm
on,
not.
dude.
I'm
My
not.
wife's in the room.
Yeah.
I am no. When I fought Shavkat, it was on 3 weeks' notice. As we all know, and I don't need to big him up anymore, right? 18-0 and 18 finishes when he came into that fight against me. So everybody he had faced, he had finished. So my goal in the first 2 rounds was to shut everything he did down. It was my own fault that I lost 2 rounds as the first 2 rounds. I burned the clock. I shut him down because he is the type of fighter. If you give an inch, he takes a mile. It's confidence. So when you shut him down, he starts to think. He starts to get in his head. And then what happened? The 3rd round, I started piecing him up. I won the 3rd. The 4th round, I was beating him up. He got a takedown and tried to hold me down for dear life. Fair play. He won that one. The 5th round, I should have finished him. So that was the smart way to do it. In hindsight, I should have beat the bollocks out of him for the first 2 rounds. I should have separated, cracked him, and not give him any opportunity to win any time on the clock. Against Belal today, that's what experience comes from. I am not letting this guy do the same thing. I have suffered a loss before that never should have been a loss. Right? I think, and I don't care what anyone else in the world thinks, I am better than Shavkat Rakhmonov, and I believe he knows it too. Right? He'll never say it, but he knows it deep down. That's why I want that fight back. Belal Muhammad is nowhere near as dangerous. So when he got into those positions, doesn't submit people, doesn't knock people out. So I was like, get out of here and crack him and hurt him and make it move. As for the biceps, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm blessed.
So the last one for me, do you think you should have let Belal take you down a couple of times so that Islam agrees to fight you more comfortably?
Belal himself has openly said that if him and Islam fought, Islam wins 10 times out of 10. Tonight was a warm-up for the world title fight. Islam Makhachev is better than Belal everywhere. However, I believe I am undefeated against southpaws. Islam Makhachev is a southpaw. Islam Makhachev has to go into that fight, and he has to grab my leg, and he has to try to get me down. With my friends in Russia, or my friends in Georgia over here, we're going to stop the Russians from having their success. We're going to stop the Dagestanis from having that success, and we're going to shut him down, and we're going to take his head clean off his shoulders.
Perfect, thank you. You're also welcome in Uzbekistan. I'm a media guy from Uzbekistan, and we have great wrestlers and boxers.
I will travel the world. Look, if you are somewhat around 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", if you want to wrestle, if you're a southpaw and you want to help a man win a world title in the UFC, then go to my Instagram DMs, and I will see you all. Send your CV, send your records, and I'll see you all soon.
Perfect.
Thank you guys so much.